My friends, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. Just wanted to come over here and talk about the things that have been going on in Creek Carrier, man. It's just crazy. A lot of miles, a lot of customers. It's just getting hectic, man. It's just too many lows, too many people calling you and trying to do ask you for a favor because there's so many lows and it's just crazy, the way things are going right now. But I've been averaging a lot of miles, like 3,400 and something, 3,107, 2,987. Sometimes it goes low, but it depends. Sometimes the lows click, and sometimes they don't. But then you end up with like 27, 2,800, but which is still good. So I'm no complaints there. But yeah, let me tell you a story about this just last week, the one that I'm working, that I'm finishing tomorrow. Today, this video is being recorded on Sunday. Today is the 16th. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Anyways, so let me look at this so I can tell you guys where I was. So I started my week. I finished a low in where was it? Over there in Navarre, Ohio. That's where everything started. So I finished that low there, and I was like really low in hours, and I decided just to do a reset. And the people where I deliver, don't want to say no name, which customer it was, but they said that they needed all the trailers, and we have a whole bunch that are loaded. That's why I don't understand. I really try to understand that, and I just don't get it. Because you get in a loaded one, you can just unload that one, give me one empty, please. But I guess it doesn't work that way. So yeah, it is what it is. But then you end up with a trailer without a trailer, and then you gotta go fetch for an empty trailer so you can go pick up your other load. But since I didn't have any load and I was gonna do my reset, I said fine, if you don't want to give me a trailer. And then I just went to the truck stop and I did my reset. So then once the reset was done, and I went to two different places. I went to another place, and they said they didn't have none. Then I went to another place, and luckily I found one there. So then that's when the week started. So I went to Napoleon, Ohio, pick up a load there, and then I took that to New Albany, Mississippi. And then from there, I did found an empty at that place where I delivered. And I went to Jackson, Tennessee, picked up there, and guess what? I took that to Minooka, Illinois. That was the place that a lot of people was asking me if I was ever gonna go back there, because that's the place where the guy from Snyder hit my truck while I was parked on this parking spot. So they thought I had fear of going back there again. But I went, guys. I went, but I delivered. But they didn't have any empties there. So then we started again, because they said that they needed all the empties for the lows. So no freaking trailer again, guys. So then I went to hunting for another trailer, because I had a low that it was picking up in Elwood, Illinois, and it was going to North Platte, Nebraska. But somebody called me and said, hey, we have this load that if you want to give us a favor to cover it, picking up in where was it picking up? I have it right here too, guys. Oh, it was picking up in Romeoville, Illinois, and that was around the area because that's where I went to get my empty. So I pick up my empty there, and then then that's when the guy called me. So I went to that place and picked it up, and I took it to Findlay, Ohio. Delivered there, and then guess what? They had an empty too, so it was good. The empty situation doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, it's kind of frustrated because you gotta be looking for an empty. So, and it's not, I know it's not your whoever asset manager's fault. It's just customer. They want to keep the empties for lows, and I guess Creed also wants to keep him there for the lows. But then at the meantime, we gotta go waste time and waste our clock to find an empty. So hopefully they fix that situation, because that sucks. I noticed there's some people that are be looking for empties for like 6 hours. Some people even run out their clock looking for an empty. So we need to get that fixed for real. Then from there, I went to Millbury, Ohio. I dropped the empty there so somebody else can use it. That was a drop lot that we got over there. And then I took that to Channahon, Illinois, because that was taking me back so I can get closer to Elwood after I did that favor of doing that low. And then that's what they gave me to get back to my other low. So then I get to Channahon, Illinois, and guess what? No empty. So I went again back to two places, and finally I found an empty, and it was in a Walmart, the Walmart in Minooka, Illinois. You know what? I'd never been to that Walmart, man. I didn't even know that we had a Walmart there. Damn, how come nobody said nothing? But I picked up an empty, and it was a brand new empty there. One of our new trailers. It was a 246.7 something, but it was a high up number on the trailer, brand new. So it's probably a 2026 trailer, guys. And then, so I picked that, and then I went to Elwood and picked up my loaded, and then went and got my load to deliver at North Platte, and we are on our way over there right now. I'm about 7 hours away, because I wasted time there after I drove to deliver the other load in Channahon, and then I went to waste my clock to go find an empty. So I did. But yeah, we are on our way over, guys. We're on our way over to that place. But the reason I'm making this video is because some days can be frustrated because you couldn't find an empty. But don't worry about it. It's just, it doesn't happen every day. Some days is everything's smooth. It can go weeks like that, and then then you get back again with some little hiccup. But don't let that ruin your day. I know that it might get frustrated, and it depends on the way you are, or your attitude. Just go with the flow. Just know that it's not the people's from Creed's fault, but it's just the system that they have with the customers and Creed. I don't know what kind of agreement it is or what, but if you're bringing a loaded one, it should work out that you get an empty. So I really wish that they can work something like that, because it doesn't matter if they're getting a lot of buying new trailers. That's just getting new trailers because they're replacing the old ones, and then we're still in the same situation because we don't have empty trailers, and I just think that it's not right for the customer sometimes just to deny us an empty trailer when we deliver there, with a loaded one. So, but it is what it is, man. We just got to deal with it, but don't get frustrated, guys. Just move on to the next, turn the page, and it's another day and another low. And we're gonna encounter that a lot of times until one day they figure something out, so we don't have to be going from place to place to pick up a low. You know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't freaking make sense, yo. But hey, everything is good though. Everything is miles are there, and I know that the fuel is expensive. When I'm talking this, and because I'm an owner operator, so I did see a little increase of my spending, on fuel. Before it was really low, and I was very excited, but now I went a little bit up. But hey, doesn't even affect us anyways, because we got that raise, guys. So if you are thinking about coming to work for Creed Carrier, if you're an operator, They just gave us a raise in the last 2 months, and also last year we got one raise also. So, but it's a total of the first in May they did 3 cents, and then it just kicked in on this month of August 4 cents. So it's a total of 7 cents that they added pay, and this goes to the company drivers also, company and owner operators, and it's just the whole thing goes for national. But if you are dedicated original, you might only get 1 cent if you're dedicated, and you only get 2 cents if you are original. So something to think about. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the fun is in the national, man. And also, I like all Schaefer drivers, but Crete, the dry bands, that trailer with the hockey sticks that are red, it looks way better. I know I'm gonna piss somebody off, especially maybe Eric Cutter, because he always is trying to get drivers from Crete to jump to the Schaefer side. So we need to do the opposite, Tim. Come on, Tim. We got to bring more drivers to the Crete side. But anyways, guys, yeah, everything is going good. I'm really happy, to work with this company, having a partnership with Crete Carrier is just amazing. It's the benefits. They have really good benefits. Even they offer health insurance, dental, and vision for owner operators, and it's not that expensive, guys. If I can do it, and I like to spend money, so I mean, it pays the bills, and we got some savings for the for repairs and some other savings there too. So you always gotta be prepared, though. If you're not ready, to be an owner operator, just work hard at it. You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you set your mind, you can get it done. It's up to you. If you want to be whatever you want to be, and if you set your goal, that's what you're going to be for the rest of your life. If you have your goal that you want to be a company driver for the rest of your life, you're going to be successful. When I was a company driver, I was that type of driver, discipline. I finished at this time. When the time was up, I was up already. Nothing that I'm gonna sleep 2-3 more hours. No, when that clock is ready to drive, I was already just done the pre-trip and everything, and just click the button and waiting for the freaking minutes to go of the pre-trip, so we can get the hell moving. And that's the way that I run. And when I was a company driver, I was bringing that 3 figures, man. So, and now, of course, owner operator, but it's more responsibilities. But if you do decide to be an owner operator, just remember the main thing is have some money saved on the side, and especially your family needs to support you. And when I say family, I mean your wife or your husband, whoever you are that is gonna decide to do this, and you have to make sure that you don't owe too much money, because a truck can actually, any fix can be about 8,000, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes, if it's more, it's a transmission or the engine, that when you talk about $35,000 right there. So you have to be ready, you have to be ready for those things. Anything can happen. The trucks, they don't stop. I remember now my truck is up there. It's got 735,000 miles right now. But if you follow the maintenance routine and keep that maintenance going, and check the truck really good, and do all the preventive maintenance, what you're supposed to replace every certain amount of time, you can keep it going, until things that are gonna break, they're not in your hands. I mean, it's It's gonna happen when it happens, but it's not in your hands anymore. You know, if it happens, it happens, and you just gotta be ready for it. But yeah, man, like I said, you know, if you want to come to Creek Carrier, you know, this is a good time. You know, they have a lot of freight, and that's the main thing. You know, I love that. And always take a day off. I said that on a short video before. You know, take your a day off. You know, do your reset. You know, you don't need to work on recaps unless you really want to, and you need the recap so you can get home, or you're trying to get to a place and visit a family member that lives in a different state, and you really need to get there, and you can't afford to be a day off. Then yeah, but with the freight and the customers that we got, in my point of view, and this is the way I do it, I always take a day off. You need to relax. You need to do things, because like I always emphasize, you know, you can get burned out in this kind of work, you know, the trucking industry. You know, take care of yourself, try to eat healthy, try to walk around, don't just sit on your truck. You know, winter's coming, and then we definitely gonna be sitting, you know, unless, you know, if it's not snowing or ice, then we can still get out there and actually burn more calories when it's cold. But oh yeah, drink water right now, guys. Almost forgot. I always try to tell people drink water, because you need to keep hydrated, and yeah, your body needs a lot of water. Don't drink sodas and none of that. Just water. I drink water. I drink ginger with lemon and turmeric. Get some teas, you know, that are good for you to keep you healthy, because your health is your CDL. Remember that. Once that goes away, then your CDL goes away, and then you're not gonna be the provider in your home. So make sure you take care of yourself, and yeah, because you know that's the main thing. Otherwise, I mean, you can have a truck, but if you don't have a CDL, then what? So, but anyways, guys, yeah, that's I wanted to tell you that story about my going around and searching for empties. That it's fun sometimes. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like to watch things that truckers do, or places that we go and stuff like that, because I like to do a lot of scenery stuff too. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like, always comment on the videos, you know, see what's your opinion, and see if you want me to one of these days we're gonna go live. You know, I was hoping, you know, my birthday is coming up, you know, at the end of the month, August 31st, and I was hoping that by then we can be at 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, not just watch the video. Subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, like the video, because that will help send the video to more people. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for all the support, all the drivers and people that I know out there. You know, Omar Davila, you know, that guy runs like crazy. He freaking runs more miles than me, guys. He's an owner operator too, but I know Omar. He's such a good guy. He runs like crazy. I gotta say, that guy runs hard. Shout out to my friend Doc Brewer again. He's another guy that he do some smart trucking, baby. There you go. And also David Reed, you know, he's another guy that he also do smart trucking. They got a lot of experience, guys. Those guys have over 29 years of experience, and I talk to them on a daily basis, you know, and that's the type of people, you know, that give me advices on how to run. So that helps a lot too. Who else I'm missing? Juan Diaz, you know, what's up, Juan? He's still kind of confused. He's still in Cheyenne dedicated, and he wants to switch to one operator, or he wants to switch to the national. So we don't know what he's gonna do. Hopefully he makes his mind up and make a decision on where he really want to be. But I don't want you to be at Cheyenne, bro. You need to get out of there. That's making you sick. You've been there for too long. You need to spread your wings and go different places. Yes, please. Shout out to my friend Jose Ortiz also. He watches my channel. And to all of you guys, you know, that is almost, we got about 820 some subscribers, I think it is. I appreciate every one of you. And even if we only had one subscriber, that person that watches my video, I will send you a shout out. So every single one of you, of all the 800 and some subscribers, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, guys. Let's make this a nice place to chill and to talk about trucking. Crit's doing pretty good, you know. We have a lot of lows and they're keeping us busy. So love it. I love it. Hope everybody's doing good. Today is Sunday, like I said. So wish you guys a beautiful new week. Be safe out there. Remember, there's construction everywhere. So leave yourself a very big distance, because there's so many crazy drivers out there, guys, that almost every single person that I see driving, before years back, it was only like maybe one person out of 10 or 12 cars, but now it's almost every car that person has their phone in their hand. So we have to be more careful, pay attention, leave space in the ramps, you know, when people is merging into the highway. They're not paying attention, guys. So just, or if you can, move over to the next line or slow down so they can get in, because they're not paying attention. I'm telling you, they are not paying attention. It's sad that people drive like idiots nowadays, but yeah, I mean, we have to do that in order to keep everybody safe, and so we don't get into no accidents. But thank you guys for watching again. I love every one of you, and for your support and for all the likes on my videos. We are trying to make more videos every day, you know, me and Baby Yoda. That's my buddy, man. He rides with me everywhere. But sometimes, you know, I'm so busy, and when I'm done with the day, you know, I like to cook sometimes in the truck, so I don't have time to make another video. And I don't think that people wants to see me cooking, you know, and I'm not talking about trucking, you know, it's trucking water and the scenery. So, but I appreciate every one of you, and shout out to Steve O. He's another Crit driver. He's got a lot of experience too. He's been driving for a long time. He's a mechanic. The guy has got a lot of things, you know, and he's actually got a YouTube channel, and he's a mentor. You know, it doesn't matter where you work, you know, he's willing to help you if you're a new driver or you work somewhere else. You know, it doesn't matter the outfit of your side doors, you know, what company you work for, doesn't matter, guys. He will help you. And also me, you know, if you have any questions about trucking, how to be more efficient, how to work your hours better, you know, you can always reach out. You know, I'm willing to help out, you know. But the way I do it, I run my 70 to the fullest, and then if there's still something to go pick up and stay with it, that's how we do it. If not, but we will take a day off. So thank you again. God bless, and have a nice week, guys. And remember, drink water. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Oops, I got a burp. I don't know why. Sometimes that happens to me. I think it happens to you too. But I hope everybody's having a blast out there, guys. But stay safe and drink water. Peace out. Alex is out, guys. And let's push this little button here. But don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Maybe we will make it to 1,000 subscribers by August 31st. That will be an amazing birthday gift. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Bye.